Hey, hey. Ho, matakiasa, namaste, all my relations, osio, my relatives. So grateful to be here. Oh, and my meditation walk ramblings. Well, for whatever reason, the camera's on me instead of Rashini, but hey, it is what it is, right? So, I've really been contemplating this with, how the animals are a reflection of us. And all the animals, human and non. And so, that whole, if you want to know what you're believing, take a look in your world. And if you don't like what's going on in your world, either you surrender to it if you can't change it, or if you can, you go inside and you shift your beliefs. And so then the animals change around you as that new vibration settles in. Oh, sapsucker, woodpecker, hey, hey. So, what I've been contemplating, I got an ant crawling on me there. Send them back to the ground. We have these fears with certain animals. And I was just contemplating one of the meditations that I used to do, and when I would do my little Sunday things or my workshops, I'd be like, hey, let's take a look at this. And so, what is that one animal that, oh gosh, when you think about that animal, it just scares the tutti fruities out of you, so to speak, right? It just gives you the weebie jeebies. Well, that's you. Oh, we don't like to hear that. And then, what's the one animal that just gives you those absolute warm fuzzies? Oh, it just gives you the warm fuzzies. And you're just like, oh, yes. That's you too. Oh, when I would share that, some folks would just start crying, opening up that heart to themselves. So, what are the animals? Well, there's 3 animals that normally come up. One is a cockroach. Oh, we're resilient folks, aren't we? The cockroach has nothing to do with dirtiness. That's something we were taught. But they are about resilience because they're the one of the few animals that's been around since the very beginning of time. They can adapt to anything and everything. Well, that resilience and adaptation is priceless. In our world, as a human, right? It's a part of ourselves. We are that resilience. We are that adaptability. Next is the snake. Oh, we fear that snake. There's some of us that are just, downright like terrified of snakes. Well, we are terrified of ourselves. The true power we have within ourselves. Oh, yeah, we talk a lot about the kundalini, that golden, juicy, that nectar coming up through, all the way up through us. When we really, really open to it, it's scary. It can be downright scary, but it's also downright exhilarating. But you take a look at the characteristic. What is it about the snake that scares the tutti fruities out of you? Make friends with it inside of yourself. Face it. You know, that lion's den and that lion, you know, when they, oh yeah. So then the next one is the spider. Oh, I've heard from many, many folks, oh, I can love all the animals. I just can't love the spider. Well, I used to be deathly, I mean nightmares every night, scared, terrified of these spiders. And then one day a rabbit took me on a little journey through a forest, and I started breaking through some of those webs, literally and figuratively. And when I realized that it was myself, I'm the master weaver of my life. And when I really took a look at what I was weaving, no wonder I was scared. No wonder I was terrified. No wonder I wanted to squish those spiders. Then I realized I can tear down those webs, piece by piece, strand by strand. And as I face those fears, and as I do that, and become friends with myself and begin weaving something differently, oh gosh, do I love the spiders now. Absolutely. Wow. And really fell in love with the master weaver inside of me, because it knew exactly what it was weaving the whole time, whether I liked it or not, whether I was scared of it or not. It was all the pieces I needed to go through to find that within myself, my piece of the master weaving web, where I need to connect the strands and serve others out of love, not fear. So take a look at those animals. Take a look at those animals. The ones that just give you the warm fuzzies. Oh, love and appreciate them even more, because that's you. And the ones that you fear, the ones you want to squish, the ones you want to shoot, well, take a look at those too. Find that truth underneath them. Face yourself in that lion den, so to speak. And fall in love with it too. You may not still like them crawling around in your home or whatever it may be. However, you can fall in love with them. Hey, thank you.